All right, welcome back for Section 4 of Mastering Digital Marketing for Small Businesses. You know what that means.
It's time to see if it's actually paying off.
Exactly. All that work we put into building a website and social media and writing the content, we didn't do it for nothing, right?
Absolutely not.
No.
This is where we see results.
Yeah.
This section is all about measurement.
Okay, measurement. I know a lot of small business owners, they get a little intimidated by data and analytics.
Yeah, it can feel like a different language.
Yeah, so why is it so crucial to kind of become fluent in data if we really want to master digital marketing?
Well, imagine trying to hit a target blindfolded. You might get lucky a few times, but you're mostly going to miss. Digital marketing without data is kind of like that. You're just guessing and hoping for the best.
Oh, I see.
But when you start tracking the right metrics, it's like taking off the blindfold. You can see exactly where your efforts are hitting the mark.
And where you need to adjust.
Exactly.
So we're being strategic, not just like
Yeah.
throwing darts at a board, hoping something sticks.
Think of it like becoming a marketing detective. You got all these clues, website traffic, click-through rates, conversion rates, and each one can tell you something about your audience and how they're interacting with your brand.
Oh, I like that. Marketing detective work. But where do we even begin? What are some of the key clues we should be looking for? What metrics really matter?
Well, one of the first things you want to investigate is your website traffic.
Okay, website traffic.
And I'm not just talking about the number of visitors. You
Yeah.
need to go deeper. Where are these people coming from? Are they finding you through search engines, social media, maybe a referral from another website?
So figuring out what's driving people to the website in the first place.
Precisely. And then once they're on your site, what pages are they visiting? Are
Mhm.
they spending time reading your blog post, browsing your products, or heading straight for the contact page?
Right.
This can tell you a lot about what your audience is interested in
Yeah.
and how they're navigating your website.
This is good. It's like getting a glimpse inside the minds of our potential customers.
Exactly. And the more you understand your audience, the
Okay.
better you can tailor your content and marketing efforts to them.
Makes sense. What other metrics should we be thinking about?
Another important clue is your click-through rate,
Okay.
or CTR. This tells you how many people are actually clicking on your links, whether it's in an email, a social media post, or an online ad.
Uh-huh.
A high click-through rate means your content is grabbing attention and enticing people to take action. But if your CTR is low, it might be a sign that your headline isn't compelling enough, or that your message isn't resonating with the right audience.
So it's kind of like a popularity contest for our links.
That's a great way to put it.
High CPR, we're a hit.
And just like in any popularity contest, you want to stand out from the crowd. You've got to give people a reason to click.
Okay, so we've got website traffic, click-through rates. What else?
Well, now it's time to look at the ultimate goal.
Okay.
Conversions.
Oh, yeah, conversions.
Now, this is where things get really exciting because it's all about turning those website visitors into paying customers or loyal subscribers.
Yes.
Your conversion rate tells you what percentage of people are actually taking that desired action on your website, whether that's buying a product, signing up for your email list, or filling out a contact form.
So conversion rate is telling us how effective we are at turning those clicks into actual business results.
Exactly. It's the bottom line, so to speak. You might have a ton of website traffic.
Yeah.
And a great click-through rate. But if your conversion rate is low, it means something's not quite working in your sales funnel. Maybe your checkout process is too complicated, or your pricing isn't aligned with your target market.
Right. So all the pieces of the digital marketing puzzle have to be working together.
Precisely. It's not just about bringing people to your website. It's about guiding them towards that desired action.
Making it easy for them to convert.
Exactly.
I'm starting to feel like a marketing detective already, gathering all these clues and putting the pieces together, but we've got a lot more ground to cover in this investigation, right?
Absolutely. We've only just scratched the surface. In the next part of our deep dive, we'll explore even more key metrics like engagement and ROI. And I'll show you how to use this data to adapt and optimize your marketing strategies for maximum impact.
Stay tuned. All right, so we're back on the case. Got our magnifying glasses polished, our detective notebooks ready. We uncovered some clues about website traffic and click-through rates. What other mysteries are we going to unravel today?
Well, now that we understand how people are finding and interacting with your website, let's zoom out a bit and look at the bigger picture of engagement.
Okay, engagement. It's one of those buzzwords. What does it actually mean when we're talking about measuring it?
Engagement is all about how people are reacting to your content. Are they liking, commenting, and sharing your social media posts? Are they opening your emails, clicking on those calls to action? Are they spending time on your website, reading your blog posts, watching your videos?
So basically, are people actually vibing with our brand,
Exactly.
finding our content valuable?
It's about going beyond just views and clicks. Seeing if people are truly connecting with your message.
Right.
High engagement is a great indicator that you're on the right track,
Yeah.
that your content is resonating with the right audience,
Yeah.
and that you're building a community around your brand.
Okay, I'm starting to see how engagement can be a powerful metric.
hmm
But how do we actually track and measure engagement across all these different platforms? Seems like a lot to keep tabs on.
It can feel overwhelming at first, but luckily there are tools and analytics dashboards that can help streamline the process. For social media, most platforms have built-in analytics that show you things like likes, comments, shares, and reach.
Mm-hmm.
For email marketing, you can track open rates, click-through rates, and even see who's forwarding your emails to their friends.
So digging into the data that's already available to us.
Yeah.
Figuring out what story it's telling.
Exactly.
We're like data detectives, but for our own marketing.
Exactly. And just like any good detective, you're looking for patterns and insights that can help you crack the case. Maybe you notice that your Instagram posts with videos get way more engagement than those with just photos. Or perhaps you discover that your email newsletters perform best when you send them on Tuesday mornings.
Oh, interesting. So it's not just about passively observing the numbers, it's about actively using them to inform our strategy.
Precisely, and that's where the real magic happens. You start to see what's working, what's not, and how you can optimize your efforts to get even better results.
This is all making a lot of sense. But at the end of the day, what really matters is whether all this digital marketing effort is actually translating into dollars and cents.
Right.
How do we measure that?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
And that's where ROI, or return on investment, comes into play.
Okay.
ROI is all about measuring the profitability of your marketing campaigns.
Okay.
It's about figuring out how much money you're making compared to how much you're spending.
I'm getting flashbacks to my high school economics class. But break it down for us. How do we actually calculate ROI?
It can be tricky, especially when you're dealing with multiple channels and campaigns, but there are formulas and tools that can help you get a clearer picture. The basic idea is to track the revenue generated by a specific campaign, then subtract the cost of that campaign. Then you divide that number by the cost of the campaign and multiply by 100 to get your ROI percentage.
Okay, so we're doing some marketing math to see if our efforts are actually paying off. But beyond just calculating ROI, how can we use this information to improve our strategies and to make sure we're getting the most bang for our buck?
That's where it gets really interesting. Once you start tracking ROI, you can begin to identify which campaigns are your star performers and which ones might need a little extra attention. Maybe you discover that your Google Ads campaign is generating a fantastic ROI, while your Facebook ads are falling a bit flat. That's valuable information because it tells you where to focus your time and resources.
So we're not just throwing money at different marketing tactics, hoping something sticks.
Exactly.
We're being data-driven, making informed decisions.
It's all about being strategic, using data to guide your decisions. Remember, every dollar you spend on marketing should be working hard for you.
This is eye-opening. It's like we've gone from fumbling around in the dark to finally turning on the lights. But before we get too carried away celebrating our newfound data prowess, what are some common pitfalls or mistakes that small businesses make when it comes to measuring their digital marketing success?
That's a great question, because it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of collecting data and lose sight of the bigger picture. One common mistake is focusing on vanity metrics that don't actually translate into business results. For example, getting a ton of likes on your Facebook post might feel good, but if it's not leading to website traffic or sales, it's not really moving the needle for your business.
So it's about focusing on the metrics that actually matter, the ones that align with our business goals.
Exactly. Another common mistake is neglecting to track data consistently. It's tempting to just check your analytics once in a while, but if you're not monitoring your progress regularly, you'll miss valuable insights and opportunities to optimize your campaigns.
So consistency is key.
Absolutely. Think of it as a continuous feedback loop. You're constantly gathering data, analyzing it, and then using that information to tweak and improve your strategies.
Got it. I'm starting to feel like a data-driven marketing superhero, but I have a feeling there's even more to this story, right?
You're right. In the final part of our deep dive, we'll bring it all together and explore how to use these data insights to adapt and optimize your marketing strategies for maximum impact. Get ready to put all those detective skills to work and transform your digital marketing game.
Okay, we're back for the grand finale of Section 4. We've been on this incredible journey together. We're marketing detectives now, armed with insights and ready to optimize everything.
It has been quite the adventure. But remember, the real power of data is using it to make smart decisions and continuously improve your marketing strategies.
Right.
So let's put all those detective skills to work.
Okay, I'm ready.
First step, identify what's working well.
Okay, what's working well?
Which campaigns are driving the most traffic to your website? Which social media posts are getting the most engagement? Which email subject lines are making people click?
So we're looking for those shining stars,
Exactly.
the things that are really delivering.
Once you've identified your top performers, the next step is to figure out why they're working so well.
Yeah, why are they working so well?
Is it the messaging, the timing, the visuals, or maybe a combination of all three? The key is to dissect those successful campaigns
Okay,
and extract the key ingredients that are making them so effective.
so it's like reverse engineering a recipe for marketing success.
That's a great analogy.
Yep.
Once you've uncovered those secret ingredients, you can then replicate them in other campaigns and across different channels.
Oh, okay.
It's all about leveraging what you've learned to amplify your results.
So we're creating a playbook for marketing success based on real data and insights. But what about the campaigns that aren't performing as well? What do we do with those?
That's where our detective work gets even more crucial. Instead of getting discouraged by underperforming campaigns, we need to understand why they're not hitting the mark.
Okay.
Is the target audience too broad? Is the messaging unclear? Did we choose the wrong platform? Maybe the timing just wasn't quite right.
So we're not just giving up on those campaigns, we're trying to understand what went wrong
Exactly.
so we can fix it.
Data can be incredibly revealing in this regard. It can help you pinpoint the weak spots in your strategy and guide you towards making adjustments.
So using data to course correct, optimize our efforts,
Exactly.
constantly learning and adapting.
One of the most powerful tools we have is A/B testing.
Ooh, A/B testing.
This is where things get a bit experimental.
Okay, I like experiments. Tell me more.
Basically, A/B testing involves creating two slightly different versions of something, like an email subject line, a landing page headline, or even a call to action button, and then sending them out to see which one performs better.
Right?
It's a way to compare apples to apples
But-
and get a clear picture of what resonates best with your audience.
So it's like a marketing battle royale.
Yeah,
But instead of fighting, we're testing and optimizing.
exactly. And the beauty of A/B testing is that it takes the guesswork out of decision-making. You're not relying on gut feelings or assumptions. You're letting the data guide you.
Oh, that's good. With all this data analysis and optimization, it seems like it could get pretty overwhelming, especially for a small business owner who's already juggling a million things.
That's a great question. It's definitely important to find a system that works for you and your business. Don't feel like you have to track every single metric under the sun. Focus on the key performance indicators that are most aligned with your business goals.
Okay, so choosing the metrics that matter most, not getting bogged down by data overload.
Exactly. And remember, technology is your friend. There are tons of amazing tools and software programs that can automate a lot of the data collection and analysis for you, saving you time and effort.
So like having a virtual assistant for our marketing data, that's reassuring. So as we wrap up Section 4 of Mastering Digital Marketing for Small Businesses, what's the most important takeaway you want our listeners to remember?
The key message is this. Data isn't just for big corporations with fancy marketing departments. It's a powerful tool that any small business owner can use to gain valuable insights, optimize their marketing efforts, and achieve incredible results.
Don't be afraid to dive into the data. Embrace the power of measurement. That's inspiring. And you know what? I think we've just scratched the surface of what's possible. So thanks for joining us for Section 4 of Mastering Digital Marketing for Small Businesses. We'll see you in Section 5.